Welcome to ABC Interactive English. Hello, everyone. I am Mike.
And I'm Sam.
And today we are back, Sam, with part 2 of having good manners, learning how to behave well when you're with other people out in society, in social situations. But of course, having good manners often begins at home at a very young age. Now, you are the mother of a couple of young people, little people. So what do you do to teach them good manners? And is it hard to do, or with young people, is it quite easy to get them to have good habits and good manners?
It's an interesting question, actually, because there's kind of two ways to think about it. One way is to think about it is like, I just tell them to say thank you, and so they say thank you.
Yeah.
So to everybody else, they seem polite or having good, they have good manners.
Because you're showing them how.
Yeah, but they don't actually know the meaning or the feeling behind it. So the other side that they are saying more so with kids, what we should try to do is not push them to say thank you or this kind of stuff, but just remember ourselves to always say thank you and please and show it, and then they'll realize, oh, in this situation I should be thankful, or in this situation I should say please. So that's kind of the new school of thought, is to try to just lead by example rather than saying, say thank you, say thank you, say thank you. Even though I still do that because I don't want other people to feel bad.
Sometimes we make mistakes, we forget, but I guess you're supposed to model or demonstrate the behavior rather than making it a rule to follow. Very interesting. All right, well, let's get back to our good manners article. It's going to continue on with some other things that we can do to show that we were raised right by a wonderful mother like Sam here.
Our manners can influence others. For example, if you greet people with a smile, they'll probably return the smile. Then, that'll put them in a good mood. Also, when you give people a hand, they're likely to pay it forward.
All right, having good manners, part 2. Here we are, back with day 2 of our look at how to behave well. We've covered the basics. Please, thank you, excuse me, cover your mouth when you sneeze or cough. Most of us know all of those basic things. So what are we going to learn about today?
Well, if we jump right into our article, we will see it says, our manners can influence others.
You just said that.
Yes, yes. So this is a very interesting idea because we are talking about how you act can influence how the people around you act. Yes, and this word influence, it basically means that people will kind of catch on to what you are doing. If you are influencing, then what you are doing is kind of getting passed to other people. They look at you and think, oh, I want to do what that person is doing. So if you have influence over people, you are kind of creating something that is kind of picked up and wanted to do by others. For example, if you are somebody who has a lot of influence in your school and you start wearing bright colors, then other people might look at you and go, wow, that was so cool that he's wearing bright colors. I want to wear bright colors too. And then it spreads to other people as well.
Yeah, you're kind of teaching not by telling people what to do, but by showing them by doing it yourself, right? And so people, if they like you, they'll say, oh, I like that person and they do it this way, so I will do it this way. Parents, of course, influence their children. Maybe if you really love art and there's a certain music or art style you like, your music or art will sort of borrow from that or, copy that in some ways. That's an influence. We can also use this as a noun. And of course, a lot of us know YouTube influencers. They tell people about products that they like, and maybe those people will go out and buy the same thing. They're not telling you to buy it. They're just saying, I like it, and maybe you would too, and you can decide to follow their influence or be influenced by them. For example, if you greet people with a smile, hi, they'll probably return the smile. It shouldn't be a crazy smile.
No,
you
that
don't
might
wanna,
make people run.
You don't want to look like the Joker from Batman or something. But yes, if it's a nice, kind, friendly smile, they'll probably return the smile. Some of this is cultural, right? So in some countries, this is normal. I know that in Russia, if you smile, people might think you're a little weird or crazy or something. So every part of the world might have different ideas of good manners, but in many places, yes, a smile is a friendly thing to do, and people might return the smile. That just means smile back at you. Then that'll put them in a good mood. This is definitely true. It's nice to share a smile or a little joke with a stranger. It can often put you in a good mood, especially if they return that kindness. And to return something is to send something back when someone gives you something first. So if someone gives me a gift, then I might return the gift, not the same gift, but I will give them one back. In many sports, we might talk about in ping pong or badminton or tennis, if you hit me the ball, I will return the ball. Or if you give me a phone call and I'm not able to talk, I might call you later on and call you back. I will return that phone call. Just give it back to the person who gave it first.
Hi, I'm Tina. 我们来看一下刚刚课文里提到的单字跟文法重点。首先来看看单字的部分。第一个 influence 动词影响。Eddie's words can influence others easily. Eddie 的话很容易影响他人。下一个单字 return 动词回报报答。Jenny returned Wendy's help with a gift. Jenny 用一个礼物来回报 Wendy 的帮助。我们再来看一下文法重点。刚刚课文提到了这个短语 A greets B with 加名词 A 以什么招呼欢迎 B Greet 指的是迎接问候。我们来看看这个例句 Tom greeted Mary with a hug. Tom 以拥抱来欢迎 Mary。接着我们来回到课文当中。
Yes, okay, so back to our article. It says, also, when you give people a hand, no, not that kind of hand. Giving somebody a hand, no, not that kind of hand either. Giving somebody a hand means to help them out, give them some help them with what they're doing, or maybe give them some advice, in some way help them with what they need help with. And it says they're likely to pay it forward. So if you help them out, they're more likely to help somebody else out.
Nice.
Because that is what this phrase, pay it forward, means. To pay something forward just means you got some help or you got some kindness or goodness from somebody else. And so you want to say, hey, somebody helped me. I want to put some more goodness out into the world. So I'm going to go and try to find somebody else to help.
刚刚课文里提到的这两个短语，第一个 A gives B a hand. A 帮 B 的忙，用于主动帮忙的情况，也可以说 A lends B a hand. 我们来看看这个例句 Jack gave me a hand with moving the boxes. Jack 帮助我搬箱子。下一个文法 Pay it forward, 将善意传递下去，这是一个固定用法。Forward 是副词，意思是向前。我们来看看这个例句 After someone helped Tony, he promised to pay it forward and help others. 在有人帮助 Tony 之后，他承诺会将善意传递下去，并帮助他人。接着我们来回到课文当中。
Sometimes we see this in kind of a funny way at coffee shops. In America, a lot of coffee shops have drive-thrus, and sometimes somebody who's having maybe a good day or wants to do something nice will pay for the person behind them's order. And then usually that person will pay it forward and pay for the next person and pay for the next person and pay for the next person.
Nice.
That's just kind of a nice way to kind of say, good morning, we're all going to get coffee together and let's have a good day kind of thing.
Yeah, that's kind of nice. Pay it forward. We could also just say pass it along, right? Keep it going. Good thing to person to good thing to person, and everyone will be happier in the end. Let's take a quick break, and then we'll be back.
That's because they want others to feel kindness and support too. Furthermore, they want goodness to shine. So, throw your trash in a trash can and not on the ground. Better yet, give your seat to an elder on the bus. People will notice and copy you and your good manners.
All right, we are back talking about things we can do to show good manners and also things we can do to brighten a person's day or just make their day a little bit nicer and a little bit happier by paying it forward. Back to the article, talking about paying it forward or passing along a kindness. It says that's because they want others to feel kindness and support too. So here we're talking about person number 2 or person B. If you're person number 1 or person A, you do something kind to this person, and then this person will want to pay it forward or give a kindness and show support to another person too. Furthermore, they want goodness to shine. And goodness and kindness, not quite the same thing, but similar enough. Kindness is just being kind to a person. If I am kind, I'm talking about kind here as an adjective, then I am showing kindness. If you are considerate, if you are thoughtful, if you think about other people as much or more than you think about yourself, this would be kindness. You got a problem? Call me up. I'm happy to listen to your problems. You need a hug? I can give you a hug. You forgot some money? Oh, here, you can borrow some money from me. If you're cold, I'll give you my sweater. And if you're tired, I will pay for a taxi or something like that. I want to be kind. I want to show you that your happiness is important to me and I can do things to help out.
Yes, and then we also have this word goodness, and goodness is wanting to have good things. So it says in our article, it said that they want goodness to shine.
Yeah.
So basically they want good things and good feelings and good everything to kind of spread throughout. So if you are being kind, then you will bring goodness to other people. They will feel happy, so they will feel good, and they might have a better day than they would before. So that's being good to each other, being nice and kind. It's all similar, but it's also kind of more focusing on actually the good things that you can do to actually improve the situation around you. For example, there's trash on the ground, you pick it up and you throw it into the trash can. That's being good or doing good for your environment. So that is letting some goodness show. Yes, and then if we go back to our article, which if we see, we're talking about trash again. So it says, so throw your trash in a trash can and not on the ground. Better yet, give your seat to an elder on the bus. So these are a couple things that you can do to show goodness and kindness and spread that to everyone. You can pick up the trash from the ground, leave the environment in a better way than you first found it. Or if you're on the bus and you see somebody who is maybe a bit older and would like to have a seat, you can get up and say, here, take my seat.
That would be very kind and it would show your goodness. And I think for me at least, there's no better way to show your bad manners than by dropping your garbage on the ground. I mean, you have pockets, you can put it in there. I know there often aren't enough garbage cans around in the cities in Taiwan. I don't know why, but this is a problem. But still, that doesn't mean you should just throw your garbage all over the place. Put it in your pocket, put it in your bag, find somewhere to put it in the garbage later on. But the ground is not a trash can, so please don't do that. And yes, give your seat to an elder on the bus. We could say an elder, an elderly person, an older person, something like that. An elder, this is a noun and it basically just means someone older than you. So if you're in 5th grade, then well, someone in high school could be your elder. We're not really saying you have to give up your seat to a person who's 5 years older than you if you're young, but maybe someone who is an older person who has gray hair, who looks like your grandmother or grandfather. And of course, these people might have trouble standing up on the bus when it stops and starts. It's just nice to let these older folks who aren't so strong sit down, and we younger folks can stand up. And hopefully one day when you're older, people will allow you to sit down too, because that would be polite.
刚刚课文里提到这3个单字，第一个 goodness， 名词，善意、善良。Mia's goodness always makes people feel happy. 米娅的善良总是让人感到快乐。下一个单字 kindness， 名词，好意。Sally's kindness made a big difference. Sally 的好意带来了很大的改变。下一个单字 elder， 名词，长辈。We should respect our elders. 我们应该尊敬长辈。接着我们来回到课文当中。
All right, so all of these things, not throwing your garbage on the ground, standing up for other people if they're older and need a rest. As it says, people will notice and copy you and your good manners. Here, this is about influencing people, not just telling them, you must do this. It's more like, I do this, and I think it's a good thing. Maybe you can do the same. I like that idea.
Yes.
So let's go out there and be as kind and as good and as helpful to others as we can, because of course, if we pay it forward, it might eventually come back to us and the world will be a better place for everyone.
Yay.
Wouldn't that be nice? Thanks for joining us, guys. Take care of yourselves and each other and the garbage on the ground. And don't put the garbage on the ground. And we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Our manners can influence others. For example, if you greet people with a smile, they'll probably return the smile. Then, that'll put them in a good mood. Also, when you give people a hand, they're likely to pay it forward. That's because they want others to feel kindness and support too. Furthermore, they want goodness to shine. So, throw your trash in a trash can and not on the ground. Better yet, give your seat to an elder on the bus. People will notice and copy you and your good manners.
我们来复习一下这一课的重点单字跟文法。单字的部分 influence 动词影响 return 动词回报报答 goodness 名词善意善良 elder 名词长辈 kindness 名词好意。接着我们来看文法的部分 A greets B with 加名词 A 以什么打招呼欢迎 B The crowd greeted the winning team with cheers. 群众以欢呼声迎接获胜的队伍。A gives B a hand. A 帮 B 的忙。I'd love to give you a hand, but I'm busy this weekend. 或者是 I'd love to lend you a hand, but I'm busy this weekend. 我很乐意帮你的忙，但我这周末很忙。Pay it forward.将善意传递下去。We are grateful for your help, and we promise to pay it forward. 我们很感激你们的帮忙，也承诺会将这份好意传递下去。好啦，以上是今天的重点单字跟文法，那我们下一次再见喽，拜拜。
So, what do you think of the new campaign from the marketing team?
Honestly, it feels like a snow job to me. It's all style, no substance.
A snow job? Are they planning to switch careers and start shoveling snow?
No, Karen, snow job doesn't literally mean a job clearing snow. It's an idiom that means trying to deceive or overwhelm someone with insincere talk or exaggerated claims.
I get it now. So you're saying that they're overselling the campaign with fluff and no real plans.
Exactly. It's all just a fancy cover-up for their lack of good ideas. I mean, look at this, seriously.
Hello everyone, today's phrase is snow job.
And no, we're not talking about actually working with snow.
The term snow job originated as a military term during World War II, referring to hidden dangers in snowy terrain.
Now, it has evolved to describe someone using smooth talk to exaggerate or deceive. much like beautiful snowflakes that make people unsuspecting.
You can use it like this. Don't fall for her snow job. She loves to make empty promises.
Or, he gave us a real snow job about his skills, but he couldn't deliver results when we needed him to.
Additionally, the verb snow by itself also means to deceive or trick someone by talking a lot or providing too much information.
That's right. Remember to stay sharp and don't get buried in the snow.
That's all for today, everyone.
We'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.